hello, chat. Hello, hello. I hope you all are doing well this Friday night. Hello, Din. Hello, hello. Alright, so. Probably should have checked and see if I actually set up my stream correctly. I did! Okay, cool. Kind of. That's not supposed to be there. This one, and... There we go. I turned it down more. There we go. Alright. So I'm currently waiting for my tea to finish really quick. But I will unmute for Mara. Hello, Mara.
Ah!
Right. Yeah.
Good morning!
Fucking goober.
I was not deeply enamored by gay things!
Ah! Gay, yes. Speaking of gay, I shared gay Wednesday night.
Oh?
Yeah, I'll show you, I'll put it up on stream.
Oh, okay. I need to be looking at that.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I've had cheeseburgers.
You're fine. I'm also just waiting for my tea to finish boiling. There you go. We has gay
Where you put?
in my stream.
Oh, hold on. Okay, there. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's gay.
Very.
Who is that?
This is my Worlds Apart character along with Ariana's Worlds Apart character.
Which one are you?
I am the one on the right. I am the elf. Or the drow, I should say. I am not an elf.
Drow are just spooky elves.
She's not a spooky elf. She's more of a forest. It's more of an equivalent to a forest elf.
Yes.
But yeah, so my character Lotea is on the right, and then Ariana's character Lotus is on the left. And she's a
Very
kitsune.
cute. Very cute. I
It's
like
a very
it.
beautiful piece of art.
Mm-hmm.
And like the mirrors that reflect their things that have happened to them during their journey together and story. But yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. Alright, close that. Okay, let me go check my tea. Be right back, 1 sec.
Okay.
Also, that art was done by Sosli.
Oh, I know them. They did the thing of Rochelle and Lila. It was very pretty.
Yeah. Alright, I am ready when you are. I have the music ready to go.
Okay, is it do? I always have to go back into our DMs and grab it again, and then I play it again. And I grab it again. It's a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. It is that one. I have it ready.
I should probably pin it, huh?
Up to you. I mean, you said how
I'm
we
gonna.
have about like what 1 or 2 more sessions left of this, give or take.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I have it on 000. I'm gonna cut up the volume just a smidge.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna put it on loop. And 3, 2, 1, play.
Going.
Cut that up a little bit.
All right.
Oh, okie dokie. Just to give a small recap, they had made it back to the village of. Give me a second. Pull up the map.
Yasahii.
Should do. I always like to try to have the map open, anyways.
Yeah, I had to pull it up to remember. It's like, what is the name of the village? And it's like, ah, yes, it's Yasahii.
Yes. Alright. Yes. Okay. Alrighty. And the last thing that I remember Ari doing was trying to figure out who had previously owned that ring that had
Correct.
activated in her sleep. Yes?
Yes, she heard a melody, if I remember correctly. It was a faint melody.
Yes. She heard a faint melody and could make out a silhouette of a woman in the color of I always mispronounce this cyan.
Cyan.
Or
Cyan.
whatever the fuck. Blue! And the pattern of as if somebody was walking through water. What you know about it is Gita was basically able to tell you it was just seemingly a nice man. She gave, I don't think, any other prior details other than just there was a nice man.
Yeah, and he was like haggling for something.
So, after a long journey, and I would imagine we'd be getting close to almost nighttime here. Let me zoom in on where I have everything. Would be recommended to go into the tavern.
Correct, yes.
Okay. With that, you can begin.
Alright. And she will do just that. She will make her way down towards the tavern.
Alright. You see these two seeming to converse with one another. The female across from him just sassily has her hands on her hips as if she's giving him quite the tongue thrashing. But you recognize the other one as the man who was traveling with the rapier. The two of them are so deeply into their conversation that they haven't noticed her walk up.
She will notice that they're in conversation. She will give a small smile to the man, and move around them and go into the tavern.
Okay.
And leave them to their conversation.
I think I need to grab us proper tavern music. Give me 1 second. I think I have something that'll work. I need good tavern music, don't mind me. Let's see if this has a copyright to it. Get something a little bit more lively. Please hold.
Holding.
I like the sound of this a little bit better. Alright. Just for the sake of testing, check out this and see if that has...
Should be fine, it looks like.
Okay. Oh, so whenever I say go ahead and hit play.
Alright, pause
Three.
the other one. All right.
Yep.
3.
3, 2, 1. Play and loot. It has all kinds of like little clatter background noises. That's why I like it so much.
Ooh, I like this. Okay. All right. All right.
Mhm. It feels very alive. All right. All right. Let's see here. This should be. Cut this down just a little bit more. There we go. I keep doing Twitch and where you are. So you should be able to go here. Tell me when you can see.
Yep.
I picked up what I thought.
Okay. So, once inside, it is very
I don't see
orange.
myself though. I think you need to drag my token over.
I will grab you.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay. You should be able to control that one.
Yep.
So, as I was saying before I got a little distracted, inside of the tavern is going to be orangely lit, that kind of good evening lighting. There is the beautiful songs coming off of a bard at the very east end of the tavern. There seem to be quite a few people just having a delightful poker game here. They're just intensely focused on that. Plenty of patrons about, and seemingly just a nice, delightful evening.
She will step in and look around excitedly. She will hear the chatter. She will, see the people around and essentially take it in. She loves, the music especially will catch her attention. And she will look for the one who is essentially in charge here.
Out of all the people that are running about, you notice this one here is busily, scribbling down a few things and just quickly taking care of business.
Okay. She will watch for a few moments and, politely waiting for her to finish. When she moves away, she will approach her.
For a brief second, she'll kind of make eye contact with you, kind of give a polite smile, kind of hold up her index finger as to say, one moment. And then you'll hear just the lightest. It's a nice whistle comes out of her cheek.
Okay. All right. She'll look at surprise and then she'll, smile over at the dog.
He'll sit like the politest boy and offer up a paw, he'll hold it up for a moment as if he is offering to hold her hand.
She will giggle in delight and, gently take his paw and give it a little shake. It is a pleasure to meet you, little one.
As he kind of bounces around excitedly, you'll notice the collar to jingle that you can kind of make out a name, which is going to be JC.
Okay. She will give the dog a pat on the head and look over towards the woman and give a little nod of a little questioning nod of just pointing towards him with her head, with her ear, with her head.
Hey, alright, hold on a moment. We've got another one coming through. Hey, listen, you. Putting cards up your sleeves, that is cheating. I don't know what you're talking about. I've got nothing up your sleeves, nothing in my hair. Hello. Welcome to the Silver Talon. How can we help you this evening?
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Aria. I'm here visiting in town. Um, looking primarily for a place to stay the night.
Oi! We got 2 rooms. We've got the... Well, we don't have quite fancy names for them. We just got the big one and the little one.
Whichever is, I guess, available, and neither
Hey,
works for me.
Well, so far both of them are open for the evening. If you need anything, you might as well get it now while the rest of them are, well, about to drink each other under the table and whatnot.
Well, if that's the case, then I will go with the bigger one.
Aye, that's a good choice. Let's say, That one's going to be 50 gold for the evening.
Very well. She will open her pouch and hand over 50 gold coins.
Alright. Alright, JC, deposit. And JC will come over and he'll kind of stick out his paw again, so he's like got it tilted the other way, as he'll be like, okay, give coin. And then you notice like on the back of him, he kind of shakes and shimmers it, and he'll pull out an open pouch as they're like, okay, put money here.
She just giggles in delight and will carefully place the 50 gold coins inside the pouch and give him a pat on the head.
Kind of bouncing around like, hey, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, hey, 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 follow me, right here.
Very well.
Me.
She will, with a very big grin on her face, she will just follow the dog. Very much
JC.
charmed by him.
And his all powerful puppy might is gonna, oh, if I could get the screen to stop going all over the damn place, is going to just claw. Will you stay still, damn it? He's gonna claw up the door of this one right here and kind of like nudge it ever so gently open.
I thank you. You have a pleasant evening then.
He'll tilt his head.
I guess I will see you later then. And she will enter the room.
Alright. In your room, if I can get the camera to stay still, it's a nice, beautiful room with a window view. You've got seemingly a bowl of fruit with various things other than pears. There's a couple of apples and a peach and a little tiny berries in between. There's some empty notebooks for you to potentially write down, a traveler's chest, and an empty mug. Oddly enough, a giant wedge of cheese.
Very well, very well. She will, take stock of her surroundings and sit down on the edge of the bed. She's still rather, she's tired. And she will, open up her pouches and take account of what she still has in there and checking the status of her crystals, especially, which I would assume are much brighter than when she saw them at the shrine.
Oh yeah. Now that she's like officially here, they are super duper bright.
Sour apple cotton candies.
Sorry, I'm trying to set an alarm.
No worries, no worries.
Set it for like 11:30. I'm thinking. Yeah. There we go. 11:40. There we go. Give us 2 hours to play. Alrighty. So, what do you feel like doing?
She will notice the book, especially. The book is what's going to catch her attention. And I'm assuming there's other writing equipment nearby for her to utilize if she so chooses.
Yeah, there's probably a pen and a quill. Like you got the big deluxe room, you know. Yeah, you got all the necessities of life that you could use.
All the fun things. Okay.
All the fun things.
She will start jotting down some notes at the desk, and making like basically small cliff notes of what she's seen so far, things to remember, the sights she's seen and stuff like that, things that she hasn't necessarily caught on her camera. And then at some point she's going to note down that dream she had. She'll note that down on the paper and be very curious, because that melody is still echoing in her head. She's trying to understand it, and yet every time that she thinks she has it, it either changes or it's like it's just out of reach in her mind. Which I figured that's how it kind of be playing in her head. Okay. But she'll be doing that for a while. More so until probably like the sun goes down, and then she will actually, because it should still be they should still be viable. She will take out one of the packed lunches that Echo gave her, and enjoy that meal, and then probably go to bed for the night.
Okay. So, with you going to bed for the night, we then are going to, for a moment, I tell you what, I will leave this up to chance. I need you to go get me 1d20 and then make that your first roll of the night.
Alright, let me grab my d20s, my little box that is totally not my jewelry box. Well, I have a box that has like one of my jewelry pieces in it, and the top of lid of it is just like a nice, like probably like 6x6 square. So it's just like makes it nice to just roll dice in. All right, d20 number 1. 10.
10?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Alright. As soon as her head hits the pillow, it's not going to be incredibly loud, but she's going to sense that people are going to start making her way upstairs. A little bit of one after the other, so at the first one, she'll hear soft footsteps. The second one, soft footsteps. Third one, soft footsteps, little stumble. The clud and thud of big heavy metal boots. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Not a single footstep to be heard. Not only every footstep in the world that can be heard, but also the sloshing of a drink.
Okay.
I remember the feel in the morning. I've got no thumbs to myself. Horrendous singing, and every footstep in the world.
Understood.
The gentle plappening of bare feet. Gentle click of heels.
Mm-hmm.
And then nothing else.
Understood. She'll probably would have waken up, you know, she probably would have like jolted a little bit at the heavier footsteps, but the rest of the footsteps she wouldn't have stirred much.
Ba-doom. All right. Other than that, without any, I guess you could say, unless you say specifically, her night should pass uneventfully.
Okay. I mean, the main thing is she probably would be go to, you know, she'd probably like close her eyes and try, you know, go to sleep with like trying to figure out what that melody is in the back of her head, but you know, then wait for her sleep to take her.
Okay. Is she wearing the ring?
She has not taken it off.
Okay. Give me another roll.
14.
Oh shit!
You okay?
Yes. I didn't fall.
I see, I see.
Let me try that again. What did you say you got?
14. 1-4.
Okay. Understood. Alright. Her sleep, just like any other night, is actually quite comfortable. Even more so now that she is in a bit of a fine bed, if you will. The pillows are nice and soft. The blanket, it's not Egyptian cotton, but it'll do. Other than just the smell of stone and wood and the occasional whiff of a fire here or there, it's a pleasant experience. And then she begins to dream. The dream takes her to, again, an area that begins with the sound of running water, but then becomes a little bit more clear and opens up to a large lake. At the center of the lake can now make out more of the figure of a woman. Tall, fair-skinned, dark hair. But that's as much as you can make out. No real facial features, no physique. Just tall and bits of skin. The humming, this time, is still out of tune. This time, as morning draws close, the only word that you can make out is, "Hello?" And with that, you would find yourself waking whenever you decide to.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. You know, she would probably wake up early morning-ish, probably around like 7 o'clock, give or take. Like 6:30, 7 o'clock ish. Given that's when she would normally wake up. And she'll sit up and, you know, think back to the dream that she had. Very much confused, but mostly intrigued. She's trying to figure out, you know, she's still hears this melody in her head, and yet she's not entirely sure, you know, what she even saw more than anything. She knows she saw a woman of some kind, but given that she's just questioning exactly like, you know, what it was, and, you know, hearing the voice. And she's not necessarily going to be like looking at the ring per se, but she's just wondering, you know, why is, you know, where is this coming from type of thing. She'll contemplate for a time, and then actually, let me do this. Let me see if she actually might make that connection. Nope, not quite. She'll take a cursory glance at the ring on her finger, but she won't think much on it. Just admiring how it looks and fits on her finger. And then she'll hop out of bed and quietly pad her way out the door and make her way out.
Okay. As soon as you're open to the door, you're greeted to that same familiar.
Chuckling quietly, she will smile and follow the dog out of the room and close the door behind her, making sure that she has everything with her. Also, she will have carefully torn out the page or two of writing that she had done and taken that with her.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
I take it JC showed you the way to the breakfast table.
I guess he has indeed. Seems quite a few people are here as well.
Right? Mammy and Pappy always make the best breakfast in the morning. Don't get me wrong. I know my way around a few eggs or two, but they certainly know how to make it... what's the good wording? Flavorful. Yes, that's the word.
Well, I wouldn't mind. What do you have on offer for something in the morning?
Oh, right now at the breakfast table, you're going to have to join in at some point, dearie. I should probably explain to you how this works. So at the breakfast table, here at the Silver Talon, to get the best items first, we play a little game. We call it Frog and Cup. So, in the Frog and Cup is actually a coin. She'll point at the table and it's like a little... It seems to be like very crudely made coin, not seemingly made out of metal. And on the front of it is a cartoonishly looking frog with a winking face. And you'll notice some of the patrons, some of them in various states of sobriety, flipping this coin to try and to get it in the center of the cup that is next to a couple of few items that are very, very like delicious looking, to some of them on the more not so delicious looking end.
Okay.
So, if you want to join Frog in a Cup, it's just a bronze, and you can just enjoy wherever you are and take a turn. I see. This way you don't leave hungry, but also, you know, we give away more food this way.
I see. And how does one exactly play this game?
So, around the table, from a certain way, it is whoever holds the frog. And if you land it in the cup next to the item that is by the cup, you get to eat that food.
I see.
See, the advantage is you didn't have 13 bottles to drink last night.
Ah, I see. She will smile at that remark. Very well. I guess I'll give it a try.
Alright. Oi! Make room! We've got the newbie at the table, let her have the frog! And they'll kinda squeeze around, making room for you. Here you go, little one. And this one's gonna pat between her and the seeming to be a very old man. And he'll quickly turn and squint his wrinkled expression to you and just give you the coin and say, "Alright, little one. It's your first time with the frog."
Okay, so,
So-
out of character, explain to me again how this is supposed to work so I can...
Okay. So there are various items of breakfast food that are in a circle.
Right.
There are cups next to the various items of breakfast, right?
Okay.
Let's say, and I'll give you an example here. There's maybe bacon and eggs and pancakes in one plate. There's like toast and sausage and all the well-cooked items in one plate, scraps of bread and another, dried beef and jerky with little tiny cups of ale. So if she wants to eat a good breakfast, she has to land the frog in the cup next to the good breakfast.
So she just has to toss it into it?
Yeah, she just has to make it in the cup,
Okay.
which translates to you rolling good.
Rolling a die, yeah, okay. Okay. Alright. She will pick a one of the dishes that... Let's see. I think the first one that you described, I can't remember off the top of my head again. My brain's blanking, but she will aim for that one.
Okay, so she's aiming for a top breakfast.
Yes.
Alright. Give me your roll.
10.
Alright, I'm gonna roll against that 10. Ooh, I got a 13, so she misses her frog in the cup. Who's she giving the coin to?
She will give it to the girl on her right.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay. So now she's gonna flip. She got a very mediocre looking breakfast of just a couple of eggs and a piece of toast. Nothing too much to complain about, but it's about a medium win if you want to think about this like a game. The grandma will grab the coin, the toad if you will, or frog. Have I been calling it a frog or a toad?
You've been calling it a frog.
Grab the frog and then hand it to the woman here. And then she'll flip. Okay. In a fit of just absolute nonchalantness, will throw the coin to the table, and it will somehow land vertically in between the cracks of the table, not landing anywhere. Oh, I guess that's really bad luck on my side today. Well, yeah, sucks for you then. Oh god, me head. And then he'll grab it and he'll give it a flip. Well, I don't have much luck either. And he'll end up eating some pieces of dried jerky, but you know, he'll welcome that little shot glass of ale, and he'll kind of sit back and whoof it down like there's no problem, making all the disgusting mouth noises of the world. And this one here. Ooh, I can... She'll grab the frog. Flip it. Oh my god.
Oh my god. What?
So, she's gonna somehow manage to flip the coin so badly that it smacks him right in the eye.
Ah, I
Oi!
see.
Look where you're aiming that frog! Mary! I can barely see as it is. You're gonna make me completely go blind. Oh, sorry. And then she'll pass the coin along. He'll kind of give it a look, give it a shrug, flip it. He'll take a medium breakfast, you know, maybe a pancake, piece of bacon, nothing too much. And then he'll pass it along. The woman next to him, she'll somehow land it in the cup, but then it bounces out the cup. Grandpa will take the frog, then pass it down. Kind of notice that the two elderlies at the table aren't really eating too much. She'll take it. Damn, she meant business with that fucking cup. Alright! The more higher end, but not the top breakfast, she's managed to get some pancakes, one of those waffles, a bit of sausage. Like anyone at this table has eaten potentially the second best. And then Grandpa will look at you, and he'll hand you back the frog.
Alright, she will once again aim for the top one. 13.
13, alright. That's a damn good roll. So with your beautiful toss, it lands perfectly in the cup next to the best breakfast at the table. It's got at least one or two of everything. I'm talking the pancakes, the waffles, the muffins, the sausage. It's got like one of everything.
She will smile in delight at her winnings.
Oi! That's not too bad. You can put a little bit of meat on your bones.
She will just simply smile and nod.
Foop. The gentleman who was playing the instrument yesterday is gonna come down, and he's not gonna make too much of eye contact and just give a little bit of pat to JC and just stretch out. What do you want to do now?
She will pass the coin to the woman on the right again, and she will take her plate and she will go off to the side to enjoy her meal.
Okay.
She'll just like go over here. Yeah, right with her.
So while you're eating your meal, the lead woman, the owner of the tavern that you could presume is gonna gently hand something to this gentleman here, but you can't quite see what it is for a second. He'll give a bit of a polite bow and go off to where he needs to be for the moment. Meanwhile, the table is just bustling for the rest of that food. I'm talking about the cup's been slung over, there's some finger pointing going on, a little bit of screaming back and forth, and it just seems, you know, lighthearted fun with some people who are not exactly ready to tackle their day.
I see. She will, you know, just quietly enjoy her meal while watching.
Okay.
She will smile and give him a piece of the meat to him. Ah! Jesus! That hurt my ear.
I'm sorry.
Fucking Christ, Mark. Christ, girl.
I didn't. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was gonna be that loud. I knew it was gonna be loud, but I didn't know it was gonna be that loud.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. Alright, that happened.
Okay, so apparently JC eats whatever you gave him like a demon.
Understood.
And you know, he just sits at the other end of the table because why not?
She will smile at him and resume eating.
Wait, if you don't mind me asking, dearie, where are you from? We haven't seen anyone like you out here.
Very far away. Not from this place, at least.
Hmm.
Came here to visit. One of my friends was from here, and she told me
see.
about this place.
Hmm. Are you from Mithangar? No, you don't seem elven in nature. Hmm. She seems to be kind of puzzled for a second, but then will shrug it off.
No, I'm from a place called Esper Erin.
Espererin.
It is a village nestled in a valley. Very far away
see.
from here.
Alright then. I've never heard of anything like this, but I apologize if the other patrons gave you a bit of a startle. I promise you they're harmless, just
No worries. It is quite alright.
Well, do you need any help with anything, or are you looking for someone?
Not necessarily looking for someone, but well, just looking for places to visit more than anything.
I see. Places to visit. Are Aria on honeymoon?
No, just traveling. I like to explore and see new places and meet new people.
I see. Alright then. I'll leave you to it.
Very well. She will resume eating and finish up shortly afterwards.
Okay.
When she's done, she will make her way, she'll start making her way out towards the door.
Okay. Oh, come back anytime, dear.
I will. Thank you so much. And with a smile, she will leave and go out the door.
Kidoki. So you should be headed back. Yeah.
She will, shiver slightly in the cold, but she will start making her way back to where Gita was.
Okay.
Also, I should probably change the music because we're not in there anymore.
No, we need to go back to the other one, I think.
Yep.
Whack.
I'll start it back at the beginning. Ready when you are.
Yep, I'm trying to get it to load. I'm gonna start it. Yep. All right. 3,
Mm-hmm.
2, 1, play.
All right.
All right. So back at the village, probably relatively early morning after she's had her breakfast.
Yeah.
Some certain things can be heard from where you are.
Okay.
Uh, Mostly, Ari will have to basically just dodge right out of the way as a string of, well, there's going to be more than what's on the tokens here,
All
but a
right.
string of children, about say 6 or 7 give or take, running at the speed of light as their tiny feet can carry them off to a very tall looking building with a bell at the top.
A church, I'm assuming.
You don't know.
All right. Fair enough. She will, she'll dodge and smile at the children and
Mm.
take a look at the building that they're running towards, and she'll take a good look at it, wondering, what exactly it is.
Okay. You kind of take a closer look. Are you going to approach the building or just kind of like squint at it from a distance?
She'll go a little closer.
Okay.
My hair is not being cooperative right now. There we go. I'm assuming it's this
Okay.
one down here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, you'll notice now that there are quite a few stacks of smoke coming off the top, some warm lit fires. The bell has been rang by what seems to be like a teenaged boy with brown, scruffy hair.
Mhm.
On the outside is a man. He seems to be a little bit more properly dressed than the rest of the citizens here. A black long robe with gold adornments going down, different types of embroidery hitting out at his shoulders, his hair nicely coiffed and seems to be slicked up with some sort of, well, something keeping his hair in place.
Right.
Me giving them a gentle smile and letting them in, rows one by one. He doesn't look like a preacher per se, and the building, as you kind of are able to get up the road,
Mhm.
are going to figure out really quickly that it is a school, actually.
Hmm. She will look on in curiosity, seeing the children go inside, and politely watch, and not necessarily I guess cause a distraction or anything like that.
Hmm. So, one by one, the kids will go in and they'll kind of give him something out of their pockets. You know, kids trying to bribe the teacher. And he'll give a little bit of a chuckle, and suddenly he'll kind of like dart his eyes up. You're quite a distance away from the school, but he'll kind of give a head tilt into her direction, and then seem to just not pay her any mind and kind of get his students into class.
As soon as he turns his back to her, she'll just, she'll just look on in curiosity, and then she's actually gonna take to the air, and she'll land on top of the building. Since I'm assuming it's pretty decently high up compared to the other buildings, I would assume, correct?
Yes.
Okay. She's gonna land on the roof, very carefully and quietly to not disturb people below her. And just sit down. Well, not necessarily sit down, but stay near the warmth of the chimney pillars, but not in the way of the smoke. But she would take a look around and seeing the town around her.
Okay. So from where you can see, I'm gonna say you can make out maybe a handful of buildings from here. Or is she going up to the top where the roof where the bell is, or is she just going on the base of the roof?
She'll go on the base of the roof for now, and then she might jump up further.
Okay, so base of the roof. We're gonna do a little something here. So from base of the roof, she can make out the tops of these buildings.
Okay.
So from where she is right here, she can see. Oh, give me back my selected move tool here. A man with not really much of a shirt on. He seems to be covered in grease and gristle, and he's hammering out a sword and kind of preparing up a shield, which you can make out pretty easily to be a smithery going on. The location across from here seems to be a nicely made home with a couple of pretty statues standing out the front. One of them being a statue of a dragon with its wings mid-flight. Next to that being a bit of a woodshed. Neatly chopped rows of wood, just all stacked about. You can kind of make up assumptions of whose home this is.
Okay.
And from...
Go ahead, sorry.
And from here, you can make out the bits and bobs of the top of the roof, but with there being like a little bit of a fence here, can kind of give a guess or two that it is a shop.
This one being the shop?
Yes.
Okay. And then you said this one was the stonemasons?
This one you can make out to be an elegant home.
Okay, which one was the stonemasons one again, sorry?
The blacksmith is here.
Okay. Is that the one with the statues in front of it?
Nope, this is the one with the statue in front of it.
Okay, so I thought this one was like a stonemason or something like that. Okay, never mind then.
Nope, it is a elegant home with a statue at the front.
Okay. She will jump up once again and go up towards the top of the roof. All the way up towards where the bell is. Okay. 7.
7. Okay. You've been spotted.
I mean, that was gonna happen, I figured, so.
Yeah. So, give me a second to grab a token. Might have to rescale him, but that's okay. We'll get it done. Oh yeah, definitely gotta rescale him. He's such a big boy. Such a big lad. What a growing boy.
Yeah, what a growing boy.
Alright, that should be a little bit more appropriately sized.
Uh-huh.
I like zooming in on little things like this, but that's just me though.
Yeah.
Let me see. There we go. I'm gonna make him a little smaller. Alright. A little bit bigger. Alright. Perfect. Good enough. Oi! What the heck? Ah! Nearly made me lose my balance. Hey, what are you doing up here?
I'm assuming he's at where the bell is, standing on the ledge.
Yeah, he was the one ringing the bell to ring in for school.
Oh, interesting. I thought I thought there was I was like being pulled by a rope or something like that, like not below, not like on the roof itself.
No.
Okay. All right. Apologies, I didn't mean to startle you like that. I didn't think there was anyone else up here. I didn't see you.
Oi, well, what did you think how the bell was ringing? You thought it was gonna ring on its own?
No. She'll land on the ledge carefully and stare up at the bell. No, I guess I had assumed that there was a rope leading down to the inside of the building. You didn't have to call them all the way up here, at least.
No, we climb up here every morning.
Hmm. There's a nice view up here, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's for true.
Well, I apologize for startling you. I did not mean to.
Ah, oh yeah, teacher's girlfriend.
She'll, like, really, like, look surprised. No. I'm sorry, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Teach. He's inside now, you know.
No, I'm afraid I don't know who that is. I've only just arrived here yesterday.
You look too bit old to be needing schooling.
No, I don't necessarily need schooling. I just came to the building to see the view from up high.
Are you sure? Do I feel like I need to call the guards on you? And he'll kind of give a smile and fold his arms.
She will fold her arms back as best as she can, you know, given her wings. But she's just like, really? Just for flying?
Yeah, it's oddly specific, you know, a woman out of nowhere coming on and landing on people's rooftops, just seeing the sights, and he'll do like the quote things with his fingers and give her like a sassy smile. Of course, you know.
Go ahead, sir.
Of course, you know. I could pretend like I didn't see you.
I mean, I have nothing to hide. I do not know what you are implying, given the fact that you believe that I am someone that I am not.
I didn't tell you were anyone. I just said you were suspicious.
I see. Well then, in that case, perhaps it'd be best if I left you alone then. You do have apparently classes after all to attend, do you not?
Yeah, I'm doing my job. I'm ringing the bell. I don't know what you're doing. Fluttering about on the roof.
What am I doing? Well, with that, she will simply just leap backwards and she will fly off. And she will give a small giggle and dart away.
He's gonna look at you and just kind of do that thing where, like, you like pull down his eyelid and kind of stick out his tongue.
She won't even see it.
I'm gonna tattle anyway.
I love it. That was great.
Yeah, he was about to bribe you for everything you
Oh,
have.
I know. Also, I can't move my token. I am stuck underneath your panel. Could you move it up one tile?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, thank you. So she'll start flying and above, avoiding the smoke clouds and seeing if she can see if Geeta's up and about over at the building.
Yep, Geeta's up. She's on her porch, having a cup of coffee, or what would be coffee. You know, just rocking in her rocking chair. Old lady business.
Fair enough. She'll land quietly down on the path and walk over towards her.
Oh, hey, good morning.
Good morning to you as well.
How did you sleep?
I slept quite well, thank you.
Oh, that's good, that's good.
Did you have any luck?
Oh, I did. I don't remember. Oh, yes. I'm not exactly sure if this is their actual name. But all that I saw was a B. Smith. That's usually not normal names around here.
B. Smith?
That's, I'm afraid, all I've got for you is a B. Smith. If you want, you could possibly go look around in the library a little bit. And, well, after school hours, anyways.
I do believe they'll be in there for a time, I think. I had an interaction with one of the students there.
Oh, I see.
He was quite surprised to see me up by the bell.
Well, of course. I mean, one as such as yourself is, like I said, we're not used to seeing. Well, we see a lot around here at Ristov, but yours of your beautiful wings is something we don't really see sometimes.
Well, I would be happy to go look around, I guess, as soon as the classes are over.
Or, yeah, if classes aren't over, you can more than likely just ask for permission to look around a little.
I might just do that. I am curious. She'll hesitate for several moments, debating whether or not to, Finally, she'll just tilt her head a little bit and go, out of curiosity, have you heard, like, strange singing? Or, like, having dreams of a woman walking on water?
No. Then again, I never really did anything with the darn thing. I just took it as payment one day.
She'll give a shrug and just be like, huh, very well. Curious nonetheless, but thought to ask just in case.
Be careful with curiosity. You may not be a cat, but I still don't want to see anything bad happen to you. I've gone a little fond of you. Not that I would say that. She'll kind of give a wink.
Aria will just blush and she'll give an appreciative smile at her.
Granny approval.
Granny approval unlocked. She'll, take a look at the ring and, like slowly rotate it with her finger. Well, if that's all there is, I guess that's all I have to go on.
I'm afraid so, sweetheart.
Well, nothing wrong
Last
with that.
time I saw that customer, he said he was going... Let's see here. Yeah. Will you pull out your map for me?
Of course. And she'll pull out the map.
And hold on, let me get my spectacles. Okay, so we are here. I think he said he was going east. But then she'll kind of trace her finger a little bit down, and then a little bit left, and then all the way east. Right over to where somewhere that not a lot of people have been yet, into the forested area called the Fairlands.
Okay.
That way. This was a long time ago, though.
So it's quite possible he's not even there anymore.
Potentially.
Well. I mean, I could always go down that direction, but without knowing who to specifically look for, it would be like finding a needle in a haystack.
This is true.
Well, I'll see about looking through the library and see if there's maybe anything mentioned in there. And if not, then, well, I don't know if I'll ever find an answer for that, but who knows?
Well, I wish you luck. If it doesn't work out, at least you have a beautiful ring that you can sell again.
I don't think I will sell this one. I would think I will be keeping it.
Okay.
It is quite beautiful after all, and it was from a gift from someone whom I would consider a good friend.
Well, you too, dear. just
Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha.
All right.
With that, Aria will give a polite nod and, turn around, and she will take to the skies once more, and she will go towards that shop she's seen. Spend a little time and wait
Down
for
here?
Yeah, and wait for the, pass it, because she's curious about it, so she wants to go and see what's here.
1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop! Did it work?
Nope.
Yep.
Oh, there he is.
You will notice that it is the old man from the tavern, just sitting around, pilfering through some of his boxes, squinting at a few things. He's got a bit of a, not angry look on his face, but disgruntled.
I'm assuming the entrance is in the back or in the front here?
This is the gate. You would
Uh-huh.
come through here and around the front.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you by chance the owner of this place?
That'd be true. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm curious to see what you have around here. I saw this was some kind of shop, and I must admit my curiosity got piqued.
We've got a little bit of everything here. We've got clothes, a couple of weapons, some bips and bombs, some jewelry, some books. What are you looking for? We have a little bit of everything.
Something perhaps a gift for a friend?
He'll kind of like quirk his eyebrow at you a little bit and just kind of give you a bit of a confuzzled look for a moment. Alright, I'll bite. What kind of friend?
Just a regular friend. Not a relationship or anything like that, if that's what you're thinking.
Friendship is a relationship, but alright.
Well, not an intimate relationship, I should say then.
He'll kind of pop his newspaper for a second and then gently set it down on a bit of a rickety old barrel and say, alright, come in. It's awfully cold out here.
It is indeed.
Just because I'm used to it doesn't mean I'm not going to complain. And he'll kind of shuffle his way inside. I don't have a map for it, so we're just gonna
That's fine.
remind him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Stone walls, rows of frick-a-frack. If you could think about the equivalent to a medieval Goodwill.
Okay. Okay.
There is a little bit of everything strung about. On the right-hand wall were the clothes that he'd mentioned, kind of close to the window, but not too close. They're ranging from anywhere from peasant clothes to a few more high-end garments, but there are 2 price tags on those. There's some old leather shoes in a box, and some of them sitting next to some socks, and then next to some socks might be some canes. Some of them more deeply ornate, with intricate carvings. There are all sorts of shelves. Ironically enough, he actually has a glass counter, but not in the modern sense. It is a makeshift, like, wood-framed counter with glass panels that are at an angle. Some of them carrying jewelry boxes. One of them has a mirror at the center of it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it, some oddly shaped bottles of funky looking colors. One of them being embossed with bits of gold here and there. It's very elegant looking. On the left hand wall, there's a couple of rusted old swords, one of them looking a little bit more interesting than the other, and coming to a bit of a hook at the end. There's shields of all shapes and sizes, some of them brown, some of them bronze trimmed, some of them seeming to be bitten down at the bottom, teethed at. Let's see here. There's some hats, some of them leather, some of them uh, pinned back in certain designs, some of them got military pins in them. Whenever he said there was a little bit of bits and bobs and everything, he meant it. There's even a teacup just full of buttons.
Okay. She's gonna take a look around, taking a look at everything. The jewelry is going to catch her attention immediately, one. And the other thing that she's gonna look for is if she's gonna look for anything that's small and for that is like designed for like a loo or something.
Oh, so something like a token of Lou, right?
Yes, something like a small, like tiny, like maybe like a little statuette or like something with a design on it.
Something with a design on it. Okay, roll me 2d20s.
All right. A 3 and a 16.
A 3 and a 16. Okay. With a 16 at the very bottom of the glass display case is going to be a very ornate looking chest. It's a traditional chest in the sense of it looks like... What's the best way to describe it? It's like a barrel-bellied chest. It's like what you would think whenever if you were to play any of the Zelda games, like one of those rounded at the top.
Yeah.
But in this case, it is almost... The wood seems not painted white, but the wood itself being white with pale to periwinkle colored metal adornments at the top. And in the middle of the chest, just about where you would meet the lock, are a set of claws that go around it. At the very top of the lid is a crafted silver dragon that lays just around it as if it is cradling around everything. On the left and right hand side of the lock, next to the claws, are going to be tiny gemstones. One of them is going to be purple, the other one going to be blue. It seems rather heavy, worn, and old. There is a price tag with a rope hanging out about it. The chest, however, is medium-sized. It would take her quite a bit of heft to get it on there, but it is a chest. With the 3, you can see something at the bottom of a box marked toys, but you can't see what the toy is.
Okay. And the chest, I'm assuming, is closed, correct?
Chest is closed.
Okay. Can't you see the price on that chest?
Yes, you can.
And
100 gold.
Understood. She will walk over towards where the chest, the chest is nearby, is sitting. And she'll look over at the gentleman and inquires, this chest here. Out of curiosity, is there anything inside of it?
There is.
May I inquire as to what?
You can. And he'll give you a bit of a smile and put a little bit of tobacco at the end of his pipe.
She'll look at him expectantly.
Well, I said you could.
Well, okay. Okay, now I understood what you meant. Okay. It took me a minute for my brain to catch up on that one. Okay. She'll just like look quizzically at the chest and just be like, so what's inside of it then?
One of the last remaining pieces of Alu's armor.
Really?
I take it you're not from around here.
No.
He'll kind of give one of those like wheezing laughs. He's not. You can kind of see he's not meaning it to be rude, but.
No, I'm very far away from here.
Well, I'll tell you, and I'll give you a bit of a history lesson then. Have a seat, huh? And then we can talk business.
Very well. She'll look for a place to, like, a chair or something to sit down on.
He'll take one of his index fingers and just kind of point to an old stool that he had, maybe sitting in the corner somewhere.
She'll carefully move it and bring it closer.
So, Alu is a very... well... he's an interesting old creature, I'll give him that much. But he's a respectable one nonetheless. And he'll kind of, like, take a few puffs and make sure it doesn't get in your face. He'll kind of fan it off in the different direction. But not so as much to get into his wares. Seems like he's been smoking inside for a little while. So, over the years, Father Alu has taken two shapes that weren't his own. One, of being a young man in armor whenever times were tough and war was upon us. That's how he would sneak in with the troops, try to give some of them help and assistance. This is something he delighted in doing, but so much that his mate didn't. So, whenever the war was over, he gave up doing such things. And after a couple of other things had happened, pieces of his armor were moved. The only reason why that piece of armor even has a price tag on it is one, I haven't found someone I trust selling it to. The rest of them were... well, think about it. One, many a thief has tried to take it from me. To other people who don't know, it's just a gauntlet. To some people who do know, either respect it enough to leave it alone, or try to pay their rent with it. Hell, I've even had a young man try to buy it for a gift for his wife in honorship. But these sorts of things are difficult to sell. If I wasn't in a tight spot, I honestly wouldn't be selling it in the first place. Especially, well, with him being so quiet as of late.
I had heard about that.
Me and a few other people around, well, if my age hasn't given you anything, are old enough to remember these times, much less let them go. So I chucked a hefty price on it. I don't mind being honest. You don't seem like you're going to give me too much trouble.
No. I wouldn't dream of doing so.
The chest itself, I'm willing to part with. Would have to take some talking about the gauntlet. You'll kind of like look down for a second, give her a bit of a shrug.
It is interesting to say the least. It is. Question: Is the gauntlet on display or no?
No, that chest is closed and
Understood. Okay.
which you could assume clamped up tight.
Mm-hmm. I can see why you are keeping it secured. Something like that, especially if something of that importance means a lot to someone.
Be honest, I'm of the old, how do you say it? I feel like the right person comes along, I'll know who this needs to be given to. Right now, don't feel quite ready to part with it yet. Like I said, the chest maybe, if you're really looking to give something to your friends.
I could, but it would be hard for me to carry that back. Now, if you had something smaller, perhaps something to fit into like a pouch or something, that would make things much easier.
Smaller. Well, how old is your friend?
Isn't Sakota like early 20s? Like she's like 21 or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. Like early 20s?
Early 20s. Man or a woman?
Woman. She's actually from here.
Oh, I see. Something from home, then.
I'd like to give her something from her home region.
Give me a moment. Sit tight, would you?
Of course.
Give me one moment.
Yeah.
Smaller. Well. Alright, I think I've got a few things. He'll come back with a more smaller box that could fit in the palm of a hand, maybe a little bit bigger than a softball, if you know what that looks like. And then he'll kind of adjust his glasses for a second, gently pat his pipe to where it's completely out, sit a little bit open-legged towards her, and then open up the box.
Okay.
Inside of it are going to be almost like they're Amuka dolls, or you could even call them the little babushka dolls that are like one inside of the other.
Okay.
But instead of being in the shape of a human, it is going to be in the shape of a dragon, and he'll say, "Watch this," and he'll tap the top dragon. The top dragon pops open. Inside of it's going to be a smaller one. He taps that one with the top of his finger. Pop! It pops open. It's going to be a smaller one. And then all the way down to about the size of her pinky is going to be not a dragon shape, but a tiny little humanoid.
She will look at the objects in delight. Like she's clearly like very delighted by them.
That is one thing we have. We use this to teach the kiddos exactly, well, a tiny bit of history, but also give them something to play with.
Hmm.
And then he'll each one he'll just pop it right back into the other. Do you remember from? Oh God, it was a toy from the '90s, Seer. They kind of like wiggle and jiggle around, kind of like Mighty Beans. Do you remember that
Oh
toy?
my fucking god, yeah.
Yeah, so the last smaller ones kind of wiggle around a little bit as he pops them in and
Okay.
slides them back into the box.
Okay.
I've got another 2 things that might be able to work for you.
Okay.
It's a... Well, it's a bit of a mask. And he's going to pull out a silver dragon mask. It's wooden, and it seems rather brittle, as if you were to put it on to wear it, it would probably crumble to pieces. So he's unraveling out of it of a gentle sack, but it's beautiful. It looks whitish to silver, like there's some inline of almost like a pearlesque material. It's like iridescent when you tilt it, right?
Okay.
And in between some of the layers of the scaling that's carved into the wood are going to be tiny little white pieces of feathers and fur that just kind of make it look like they're literally just like little bits of fur. It looks intricate, but it looks like if you hit it in any type of way, it would fall to pieces.
Okay. She will look on in, fascination. Would she be able to like determine as like as she looks at it, would it like be something that could be repaired to like regain its strength again, or is it just the way that it is now, like repairing to use again would be next to impossible?
Repairing it would be possible, but it would have to have very specific materials.
Got it. Okay.
Let me think. What was the other one? Oh! What about your friend with clothing?
Possibly, depending on what kind.
Stay still. In that case, I've got a few more other things. You'll kind of put the mask back and fold it up gently and put it on the counter. You notice he's not too on edge with you anymore. He's kind of opening up a little bit. And then after a moment, in a garment bag, he's going to unfold what would be a set of robes. So this is going to be the disclaimer. I don't remember the official terms,
Okay.
but for now we're going to call them robes. They're going to be similar to a kimono.
Oh, is it a hakama?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get you a proper image. I think would help here. Yes, that is exactly what I'm talking about. All right, cool. Except for I'm going to just use my fancy little words here. So I don't think there's going to be anything of specifics. Ooh, okay. Oh wait, never mind, that's for men. I don't think it matters too terribly much.
I'm not entirely sure, but I mean, you could always just say it's a female one, so.
Yeah. I mean, it's because, like, this portion of Ristov, because of Oblivious's character, is based in Japanese things. It'll matter, but it won't matter if that makes any sense. So after a few moments, he will pull out what he's going to call as these robes. At the first folded part is going to be a white that comes down to a pale blue, almost like a gradient, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then at the bottom part is going to fade off into dark blue as to where the legs and everything is. There are a couple of, what do you call the little sash things at the mid? I don't know official terms, but it is going to be some bits of periwinkle here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But the shit, I just said the word 2 seconds ago. The embroidering on it is going to have little bits of dragons here and there with some certain phrases written in between them. It's very ornate looking. It's gorgeous, but it's very ornate looking. I'd rather probably look at a kimono. That'd probably be.
Well, okay. So regardless, would it look to fit Sakoto given her current size? Which I think Oblivious has said that, like, that's going to be her last, physical change.
Right.
Would it look like to fit Sakoto in her current appearance? Because Aria has seen her in her current appearance.
Give me 1 second.
Yep.
Trying to get you a picture of what I'm going off of.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Alright, I think I have the image that I need.
Okay.
You know what? Roll for it.
Four.
You got a 4?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, boy.
After taking a bit of a glance, you think that this would fit Sakoto. The only area of the garment that would need adjusting is the bust. The booba.
I
The
see.
boobaloo.
I see. Okay. 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 All right. That's in the back of her mind then. Okay.
What do you think of something like that? Would that remind her of home?
It's beautiful.
Yeah. It was
Well-
made quite a bit ago, so you'd have to be a bit careful with it, but other than that, it's sturdy stuff.
She will sit and think for a while. And
Oh yeah, the other thing. You'll pull out the other box. It's gonna be pretty slender and small. And it's going to be a silver chain with, oddly enough, brightly colored, seemingly almost like a reddish pink stone in the middle.
is it pink spinel by chance?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I had to ask since you said it was a pink stone.
No.
That is one of the things Aria is keeping an eye out for, is pink spinel. Okay. Is it in the shape of anything, or is it just like a pretty pink stone hanging on a...
It's shaped like a teardrop.
Now that I do like.
Alright. And he'll put that to the side next to all the other items and frick-a-frack. not unless you interested in getting them something for a youngin'. That's about as all I can imagine.
I think that necklace would do quite nicely.
Alright. One moment, let me give it a look, and then we can come up with a deal. How does that sound?
Sounds good to me.
I'm also open to trades. And he'll kind of take it back over to the case and pull out a device that it kind of has different slides of like a magnifying glass that goes ting 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 ting. And he'll lean in to kind of give it a look. Pull out a small black for just for sake, it's gonna be like a little stick. Because I don't remember the proper term of it, but he'll tilt over the stone, making sure there's nothing that any problems or imperfections. Well, I'm not exactly sure what type of stone that is, but call it 30 gold and we'll call it a day.
I will happily take that. And she will produce 30 gold.
So he'll grab the necklace and just kind of gently fold it up and I tell you what. He'll go back, take off a little thing of it. Almost looks like a sticker sheet, but it's not like a modern sticker. You can tell that it's got a bit of an odd way of the adhesive is.
Okay.
And he'll kind of gently brush on something in paint that looks like almost like a signature at the corner of the box, and then fold it up, wrap it nice and gently. There you go. That ought to take care of it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Out of curiosity, by chance, have you seen a ring like this before? And she'll hold up the ring that's on her fourth finger. The one that Gita gave her.
Yeah. I remember that.
Oh? Could you tell me more about it?
Well. Give me a second. You mind me looking at it?
No. She will carefully pull it off and offer it to him.
Just like he did with the necklace, he's do you remember that part of the Toy Story where the man's eyes get really big because he's under the microscope? It's kind of like one of those moments, and he's just giving it the best look over that he can. Well, definitely silver. Definitely a sapphire. It's a very clear stone. Hold on. You can take it back now. I think I have something about this.
And she'll take it back and replace the ring on.
No. Aha! All right. Well, I remember getting that ring quite a while ago.
Really?
Man came in one night. He said he wanted to try to get rid of it as soon as possible. Said his name was Smith. I don't remember the first name he gave me.
Was
been a
it
long
B
time.
by chance, was it?
That I don't remember. Don't get me wrong, I do keep receipts for quite a while, but nowadays, when times are tough, I try not to ask too many questions. But he was rather tall, white hair. didn't really look like a smith. Yes, he had a bit of a black coat on him. Actually, one thing I do remember about this gentleman, his eyes. His eyes looked like rubies, bright red. Gave me the heebie-jeebies. But I needed money at the time. And I was trying to get Gita's attention, so I bought the ring. And he'll kind of shrug and say, what can you do?
And Aria is just thinking, she's like, oh, so that's how she got that. And then she's also thinking is like, cause she would probably recognize the descriptor of that. That's a vampire. And she's just like, huh. Okay, she's not gonna she's not gonna show too much expression in that, but she's just like, did he say anything about the ring at all or anything?
Nope, he just said he needed to get rid of it as soon as possible.
No explanation as to why?
No, not really. He just seemed like he was in a bit of a hurry. Him and 2 other men. And after that, they were gone.
I see.
Why, something wrong with it?
No. No. I'm merely curious is all about it.
The only other person in town who might know more about those gentlemen, well, might be in session for a few more hours.
Oh.
Yeah, Mr. Lishu might know a few more things about it.
Could you point me in their direction, perhaps?
Just out, just west of here at the schoolhouse. Should be just fine.
I see. What does he look like?
Tall, cocky young man. Dark hair. Only one down here at the moment with a more sizable wallet than the rest of us.
I see. Well, maybe I'll see if I can pay him a visit when he is available. I appreciate your assistance in that, and of course the necklace as well.
Not a problem, dear. Do you want anything else?
No, I think this will do just fine.
I tell you what, will you do me a favor then?
Possibly. What do you ask?
He'll kind of like give a bit of a nervous look for a moment, and rummage around at the back end of the shop, and then come back. Tell you what. And he'll pull out another ring. This one going to be a gold band with a bright green stone in the middle. Just for old time's sake. Go bring this to Gita, and then you tell me now what she thinks. And he'll give you just the biggest shit-eating grin.
She will look quizzically, but she will nod, and she will assent. Very well. I will
do
as
that,
you ask.
and we'll see about getting you a discount on anything else you want. Okay?
Very well.
Romance side quest unlocked.
You bitch. Alright. She will take the small box with the ring, and she will bid the man farewell. And carefully placing both that box and the other box with the necklace inside of her pouch, and making sure that it's secure around her waist. And step outdoors, and upon rounding the corner, she will take to the sky.
Okay. Where you flying to?
Well, as you said, the other man is not going to be done for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna go over towards Gita.
Okay.
This is gonna go badly. This is gonna be interesting, to say the least. Out of curiosity, as she's flying over, does she see the knight anywhere?
The knight? Which one?
The one that she rescued. I forget her name.
Oh, Luna?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Luna has not been seen since y'all got here.
Understood. Okay. No, I thought she was seen over at this building. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, but she went into the building and then she didn't come out.
Got it. Okay. Alrighty. She will land in front of Gita, and...
Well? Wow! Welcome back, dearie.
Hello.
How's your investigation going?
Well, I found something interesting. I got some information, at least.
Oh, what's that?
Well, the ring was apparently sold to the gentleman at that store. She'll point behind her in that in the direction of it.
Yes. Wait. Oh, that's right. Hilbert had it.
If that's what's his name. I never caught it from him, unfortunately.
Old fool. Right.
Well, he gave me a description of the person who gave it to, who sold it to him. I'm a little concerned by the description, to say the least, but...
Oh?
Well, he said it was a tall man, white hair, and red eyes.
I see. And she'll kind of squint. And it's gonna be like one of those squint that you don't think it's directed at Ari. You think it's basically right now directed at the fucking universe. Just the heaviest of squints. I see. How did you describe that man again?
Tall, human, white hair, and red eyes.
Right. Do you mind sitting here for a moment, dearie?
Sure.
Hilbert Jameson the Third.
Okay. Okay.
And the two of them are presumably arguing on his porch. I'm gonna do some rolling.
Okay.
Let's see if we can light this candle.
Oh boy.
It's a nice porch you're sitting on right now. Not awkward at all.
Nope, she's gonna go over to the porch and just, sit down and
Yeah. You can
she'll hum to herself and just look around
like,
watching.
Oh, like an old man didn't try to get the attention of a woman that he's pining for by giving her a ring that was purchased by a potential vampire.
Yep.
No,
a ring that she is now wearing.
Oh. And then you realize the old folk in this area don't have a memory worth a damn. It comes to your knowledge.
Yep.
They can't remember anything worth a shit.
She's just like, okay. guess I got 2 rings and a pretty necklace. And some coins. And well, to be fair, a lot of coins. I think she has like 200 something gold left still.
Well, you lucky bastard. You lucky bastard.
What? Oh, this is gonna go well. I can already tell.
They're literally just jumping people's fences and like hopping over shit.
Oh my god.
They don't care anymore. They're old. Why do they care?
I'm more impressed that they could jump the fences to begin with.
Don't worry about it. They're anime elderlies. Okay.
Okay.
They're only crotchety when it's necessary. Well. Yeah. Hey. Get inside. Get inside right now. She's gonna start showing her hands to Aria to get in the house. Get in the house.
Oh. She'll nod and open the door and go inside. Shut the door behind her.
Get your old ass in this house right now. I don't remember what I made the old man sound like. Shit.
Old man voice. Not just go with it.
Something like
Something like that, yeah.
And I listen here, woman. When I bought that ring long time ago, I didn't buy it thinking about no vampiras. I understand that, but now we have a problem. Did you get the other ring? The other ring? What? What other ring? Did you send me 2 vampiric rings? And the 2 of them are going to, like, unless they're stopped, are going to just argue right there in front of her.
She's just gonna let this go. She's not gonna get in the middle of this. This is not her argument.
I gave this young woman right here. You can tell he had to think about it. I gave this young woman right here. I gave her another ring to give to you. Did you not get your ring? No, I didn't get no ring. What you doing giving this child a ring to give to me? Why can't you walk over and give me that ring yourself? Because I'm trying to make a living. And he'll get flustered for a second. Hey, give me the damn ring. He's kind of like he's looking at Ari right now, like, come on now, give me the damn ring.
It's okay. So she's hold on. Oh, yep. All right. So she's gonna walk over and she's gonna pull the box with the ring out, but not giving it to him. She's gonna give it to Gita.
What are you doing? What? Thank you, sweetheart.
Of course.
Now, why could you not give this to me? How come you had to give this poor child, who's already traveled from miles and miles, done slept in a bed and she don't know nothing about it? I was trying to be romantical, but I don't know how to be romantical because I'm trying to not freeze to death. We live here 24... If she's gonna whip out her cane and point it at him. We live here 24 fucking 7. You should be used to the cold, Herbert III. I understand. I'm not from here. I'm from the West. I don't care. You could have brought this to me 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 15. I threw my cane. Whoops! I picked my cane back up.
Oh my god, I love this.
Now you apologize to her. I'm sorry, young lady. I was trying to make a deal, make a surprise, you know.
I understand.
I offered her a discount, you know. She was trying to get something for her friend and trying to figure out her business with that other ring. I'ma let that go. I'ma let that go right now. But if I catch you letting other people do your romantical work, any one of them here, you can stop by taking me to the tavern tonight for dinner, and then we could talk about this ring later. And, and she's kind of like wagging her fucking cane at him as she's talking. Well, I'll be damned.
Oh my god. Aria's just like, just watching this all unfold quietly.
Why did you want to bring the baby in here? Because if you say the V word out in public, what do you think's gonna happen? You got a point. You got a point. How you know? How you know your hand ain't gonna say something about this? He's busy playing with the horses. Troy's been a weird one ever since he got here. He's a soft boy. God bless him. All right. So what do we do about that one? Did you kind of point at the ring? You think they gonna come back for it? How the hell should I know, Herbert? I'm scared for this child's life now.
She'll
What?
look quizzically and just be like, why?
Well, you described that person having red eyes, right?
That's what he said, yes.
Only person who's allowed to have red eyes in this here village is the one we was traveling with. Because he done got a job, right? You remember him?
Refresh my memory.
Mr. Artemis with his rapier.
Okay.
Mr. Artemis is the only one around here who's allowed to have them red eyes.
Do you think having this ring out would make it be a problem?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know. I didn't remember he even gave it to me. That ought to tell you how my memory so far is going for me and you and everybody in between. She'll kind of sit down in one of her chairs and put her cane in one of those proud stances for a second. But it scares the dickens out of me. Did she tell you she was having dreams whenever she put on that ring? No, they ain't told me none of that now.
Sound of a song and a woman walking on water.
May not be some vampirical things. Might be some waterfolk business. I don't remember no waterfolk being with them.
What do you mean by waterfolk?
Well, dear, your tritons, your mermaids. Sounds like waterfolk business, you know. Might also sound like some temple business, too. One of the two.
I see. Well, I don't know for sure, but since I am not from here.
More than likely. Well, if Lishu doesn't have the book, the only last place would be, well, in the temple. And I don't think anybody's gonna be going to the temple right now.
What book exactly?
Before things settled down quite a bit, we used to have paperwork on everyone passing through the mountain. Years went by. Well, not a lot of new faces came through. Not a lot of old ones came out. After a while, we just stopped practicing it. If we could put the date of whenever this ring was around close to one of the dates that was written, we could probably put 2 and 2 together.
Perhaps. Although it probably wouldn't help regardless tracking down this man or where this ring originally came from.
Maybe, maybe not. It could be potentially something else, who knows?
Well, we can see if there is anything in that library.
This is true.
It's worth a shot at least, and if not, then, well, I guess it'll be something that'll be left unanswered.
Are you comfortable with that being on your finger?
Hasn't done anything to me so far, aside from
Okay.
this strange melody that I'm hearing.
You be careful, okay? That's all I want.
I will.
Okay. My dear Ari, you're more than free to go. As for you, Hilbert, she'll kind of pull out her cane again and give him this like bit of a sneer.
Very well.
Just
I will
right.
Leave you to
Well,
it
you're
then.
alright. Thank you very much.
She will quickly dart out.
Run. The elderly are rekindling.
She's gonna dart up into the air. And you said we're gonna have to stop in about 5 minutes, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Out of curiosity, because I don't remember, did she get pictures of the mountain itself with like the strange cloud cover over it? Do you remember if that was something that happened already?
Well, I mean, she got some, yeah.
She would have gotten.
She got some.
Okay.
She got in some pictures, but I feel like just to be safe, because this does tie back to metaverse characters, it would be better for us to go back over some of the VODs later and make sure of what she got.
Yeah, I plan to anyways before.
The wording.
Yeah, I was planning to. That's why I was asking too. Is like, because if not, I was gonna have her do that like while pretty much people are not like around and stuff like that.
Suspicious bird. But yeah, with next week should be either our last session or second to last, depending on how much shittery goes down.
Oh jeez. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Then we can call it here. Then I'm happy with that.
I'm happy with that too.
Yeah.
Mostly because I was running out of voice.
No, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. No worries. Vampire ring, huh? Okay.
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't.
Maybe it
that's what the
isn't. Yeah.
That's all the citizens know.
Oh yeah.
Maybe if you have another dream or 2 or 3,
Yeah.
you know.
We'll find out, and then obviously, you know, we can always, if it's not answered in this little mini series, it can always still be answered when she returns.
Potentially,
because I mean, she will bring it up to certain people, so.
Yeah. So, eventually, the larger part of the series I plan on bringing back into VR. So, all of that will have to be discussed at a later time.
Yeah, I would love to be a part of that, either as Aria or like
We'll talk
character.
about that later
Yeah.
because I've been having some plots.
Yeah.
Boiling for a little over a year now. I've been having a plot boiled up.
Hell yeah. We like that.
Yeah.
We like ideas.
Yes.
Alright, well, then we shall call it here. That was quite enjoyable, as always. Thank you, Mara. Old folk fighting, that's great. Alright, well, then I am going to go ahead and end stream.
Yes. I have to get online to do some work stuff.
Yeah, you got some Aegis stuff going on, so I think we'll send people over there.
Later, alligator.
Well, bye. Thank you for the wonderful session.
Bye.
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 Alright, chat. That was quite enjoyable. Some very interesting information dropped. So, I know exactly where I'm going to go send you all off to. I don't get to raid this man often, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go and send you all over to Howl. He is doing some DMing work for Aegis, for some Aegis agents who are doing a training scenario. So we're gonna go over there, give him some love, and I will see you all tomorrow night for Ascension Academy. I will be there tomorrow night for that. See what happens. We'll be there for a while, and yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah. I'm looking forward to hopefully the conclusion of this next week. And then Aria can come back to VR Roleplay and share some very interesting stories and information to certain people. But yeah, I appreciate you all hanging out and watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I had a lot of fun. And big thank you to Mara, as always, for doing this for me and running this. It's very enjoyable. So go and give Howl love. Take care, everyone. Have a good night. Bye.